Sanmanan Dumelang, hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a good and safe festive season. If you're in South Africa and I guess some other parts of the world, a lot of us are still on lockdown. So yeah, today is New Year's Eve. So I'm recording this video because I'm at home with no friends, no cousins, no siblings, nobody on New Year's Eve. And the girl is kind of feeling cute. I'm wearing this pink top. I get it, I have no makeup on, but honestly, I don't need makeup on to make me feel cute. All I need is a good outfit and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Also, I made myself popcorn because, okay, it looks real bright. But I made myself popcorn. That's literally my favorite healthy snack. I'm going to be eating some of it during this video. If that bothers you, I'm very sorry. But this is what we're doing. So, welcome to my boredom. Welcome to my boredom. But anyway, I'm filming this video because obviously it's the 31st of December. For me, it's the ending of my birthday month. It means I've just turned a new number on the 23rd, so about a week ago currently. By the time I post this video, I'm sure it'll be 2021 because, child, I'm not editing anything today. Aura. But anyway, it's the 31st of December. This is usually a day or a week when we're supposed to like reflect on our lives and everything that we've done this year and start to think about everything that we want to do in the upcoming year. And all of a sudden these grand resolutions come up and on some, next year I'm going to be a better person. Next year I'm going to be healthier. Next year I'm going to get my body. Next year I'm going to get a man. Next year I'm going to next year. So I'm also making this video because I've come to realize that New Year's resolutions don't work for me. Newsflash, I do not believe in New Year's resolutions anymore. I don't even encourage having New Year's resolutions actually. I honestly believe that goal setting happens when you decide that it should happen. I don't think goal setting needs to be determined by a specific time of the year or a specific date on the calendar that tells you that, oh, okay, now you're going to have to go and write down your resolutions. So in my case, I feel like I've done a lot of my goal setting already, and it wasn't even a case of I'm doing this because 2021 is coming or because the new year is about to begin. It was more like, ooh, this popcorn got me. 2 seconds. Yeah. It was more like I know that this one particular season needs to come to an end and I need to step into a new season in my life and a new chapter in my life. That for me wasn't even determined by my birthday this year. That was just something that happened at a specific time. I'd like to say around October, November for me was that time. Obviously that's got to do with like having a life coach and a therapist all at once. So what I was saying is that for me, my goal setting happened around October, November, and that is because of the process that I was going through in my personal life. Obviously, the pandemic kind of slowed work down, which meant that I suddenly was in a space where I had to confront a lot of things that I had not been confronting for, I'd say, my whole life, because I'm a workaholic. I say that, I'm a workaholic. I love being busy, especially with things that relate to my career. When I was in school, there was things that related to school. So yeah, I'm a busy girl. I'm always a busy girl. Anyone who dates me always knows that. I am a busy girl, child. I'm a busy girl. I'll see you once in 3 weeks, honey. I'm sorry. Not sorry, actually, not sorry. But anyway, because now I was in a phase where I had the time, or kind of, I'd say God gave us all the opportunity to deal with ourselves during this pandemic. And I'm very thankful that by grace and by love and mercy, I took that opportunity. So for me, my goal setting happened way before this time of year. So I'd say it being December, I had already kind of stepped into some of my goals. And so yeah, that's basically what I'm just trying to say, is that I do not believe in setting goals simply because simply because one year is ending and because we're about to step into another year. I honestly believe in looking at life as seasons and phases and periods versus being controlled by the dates on the calendar, you know, the dates on the calendar. For me, that doesn't dictate how I necessarily move. I mean, sometimes, obviously, like, you know, we know that as a church we fast in January, right? And I think I partake in that because of being part of a church community, not necessarily because I am trying to say like, oh, new year, new me. Because one thing I've learned, right? Quick story time, which isn't much of a story. Everybody, myself included, when I used to do this, you step into January, right? And you're like writing all these lists of like my body goals, my love life goals, my friendship goals, my business goals, you know? Hey, spiritual goals, goals with God even. You out there writing all these goals in January. Let me tell you something. Come March, you're losing your mind. You're losing it. You're losing it because, excuse me, now all of a sudden you're realizing that, oh damn, oh shoot, you know, I am biting off more than I can chew. And I think that's the issue. Like, when a new year begins, we tend to be overtaken by so much enthusiasm that, oh, a new year is starting, and somehow in our heads and in our minds, I think because of how the world and society is set up, we believe that all of a sudden on the 1st of January, you're not going to be the person you were on the 31st of December. What? Yo. I'm sorry. Tomorrow I will be the girl that I was today. Today's the 31st. 1st of Jan, I will be the same person. You know, I will be the very same person. So I think that's it. Like, we somehow expect that when a new year begins, there's this new magic that's going to come, and all of a sudden we're going to start seeing the world differently, and the way that our lives move is going to move differently. I got cut off yet again. What I was saying is that what we fail to realize is the fact that things don't change unless you do. Things change when you decide that things will change. And so if for some reason you're the type of person that on the 31st of December, you do decide that on the 1st of January, things are going to change, and they're going to change not because of the hype, they're going to change not because of the pressure, they're going to change not because you're expected to make changes on the 1st of Jan, they're going to change because you genuinely want that change to happen on this particular day, then kudos to you, you know? Then kudos to you. Then in any case, I wouldn't regard those as just New Year's resolutions. I'd regard those as basically your own goals. I think for me, New Year's resolutions kind of carries, like, that term alone carries, I don't want to say negative connotations, but it carries so much pressure with it, you know? It sounds like resolutions or plans or desires or things that you are setting, or goals basically that you're setting simply because a new year is beginning, you know. And for me, I found that to be very futile. I found that to be something that doesn't work. But obviously I'm not bashing anyone who believes in New Year's resolutions. I'm simply saying that for me, I'm at a point in my life where I've realized that, you know, a new year beginning is simply another day. Honestly, it is simply another day. Really and truly, it is the start of just another day. It's us going back to the beginning of the calendar. But if you want anything to change or any shift to happen, that's dependent on you. It's dependent on your God. It's dependent on your goals. It's dependent on how much you work on yourself, and it's dependent on where God genuinely wants to take you. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. For the rest of my day, I'm just gonna chill out. I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my leave before I open business again. But yeah, if you feel like you enjoy these kinds of chit chats with me, please do let me know in the comments section. Send me a DM on Instagram if you want to. I'll leave my details probably on the side, or when my video ends you'll see my details. But yeah, go ahead and we can definitely chat further on this. But until then, I hope that 2021 brings you blessings, does you good, and that you continue to progress as you've been progressing. Much love, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.